welcome back to my channel. I have decided to do a 3-part makeup series. We're taking it back to the basics. In video 1, I covered how to do eyebrow application. If you'd like to see that, go back to that video, watch that, follow along with me, do your eyebrows, and then come back here and we'll do foundation together. I do my foundation, highlight, and contour with a little bit of blush in this video. So if you really need help or you just are curious how I do my everyday foundation routine, please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing you want to do before you even think about applying your foundation is to moisturize your skin. I've already cleansed and moisturized, and as you see, I've done my eyebrows. If you have not seen part 1 of my makeup basics, eyebrows was video number 1. Go back and watch that, and then come back and follow along and do your foundation with me. All right, let's get started. Okay, the next step would be to prime. I'm using No Problem Prime Essence from Touch in Soul. When you're doing your primer, you can either use your hands or you can use a brush. It's completely up to you. And I do prime over my eyelids because I have oily skin. Take it down your neck too. I'm okay with a little bit of shine coming through, but not a whole lot throughout the day. Okay, now that we've primed, I personally like to go through and color correct any dark areas. So right here, I know I have a little bit of darkness because I wear glasses. I know I have darkness right here as well where my glasses sit. Some of the products that I like to use to color correct would be Maybelline New York. It's messy. I use this on myself, not on clients. I use this palette for everything. I absolutely love it. It was very affordable, and that's the drugstore version. If you are into more high-end, you can do the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This one is the contour cream kit in the shade Deep, and this one, it's a mess, guys, because I've given it a lot of love. But you've got your darker shades here, color correctors over here, and a lighter shade right there. What I'm using for this particular video right now will be Maybelline, because this is my personal makeup stash. I'm going to just use my fingers to dip it in the orange and just apply it where it's needed. A little tip when using cream products, use your finger. It will help warm up the product and make it easier to apply. Now for this area right here, I don't do too much color correcting to it. I'll add just a little and blend it out, but this is usually the area that I apply my contour anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with my ring finger and get a little bit of the darkest color in here. Then I'm going to just apply it right around this area. And again, just use my finger to rub it in. I like to give extra love to my smile lines. And I take a little bit and go under my eyes. The reason I do it like this is because I don't like to wear a lot of heavy foundation. So if I go in and I correct and conceal before I apply the foundation, I don't have to wear so much. By applying your concealer with your ring finger, This is the weakest finger on your hand, so you're not going to be tugging as much on your skin, causing fine lines and premature wrinkles. Alright, all done with that. Now it's time to go in with our foundation. Okay, so for this video, the brush I'm using is from Bare Minerals, and it's the Soft Focus Face Brush. Because this video is all about technique and teaching the basics, grab whatever foundation that you have. I just happen to be using one from Smashbox today. But grab your favorite foundation and let's do this together. So I applied 2 drops on my brush. And for whatever reason, I always start on my right side. So I just dot it all around. And I push it into the skin. I don't drag, I just push it in. And I work in sections. I'll always do this side first. And I go over the eye. And the best thing about that, if you watched the eyebrow tutorial video, I have concealer under the brow. And by adding a little foundation right here, it blends the foundation and the concealer all together as well. Once I feel like I have it all blended together and there's no harsh lines, I'll get a little bit more, 1 drop this time, and go down the neck. It's always important to take your foundation down the neck so that way you make sure that everything goes together seamlessly. You don't have any line of demarcation, and if your foundation, usually our face and our necks are a little bit different shades. Sometimes our face is darker than our neck or vice versa. So it's always good to bring the foundation down the neck so everything matches and it's seamless. Now it's time for the other side. Now for me personally, it's important for my moles right here not to be covered. I like a foundation that is going to look natural and not cover up everything. Now it's time for the forehead, and I don't like to use a whole lot of foundation on the forehead. Most people don't need a whole lot. So I go over the forehead. And at this point, by doing the forehead, you're right there around the eyebrows. So now you can use what's left on your brush and go right between the brows to soften them up so they're not so harsh. Let's go back to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And for this, I'm using the company, the name is really escaping me right now, but the brush is angled like that, where it fits directly into the contours of your face, so it's perfect. And I'm gonna use this one right here. Okay, so I load up my brush. And you kind of want to angle it from the top of your ear, like right here, under your cheekbone, right there. So again, in case you missed it, angle the brush from the top of your ear to right there, under your cheekbone. And I just press it down. I don't drag because I don't want to ruin my foundation. So I press it down, and like I said, that dark color that I have right here on my skin, I don't too much worry about concealing it too much or color correcting because it's literally right here and my contour covers it. So I just take the foundation brush and that's what I use to blend out my contour. Okay, so the concealer I wanted to use apparently has grown legs and walked away. In one of my last videos, I think it was my how to support a small business video, I introduced you guys to a brand called Loudmouth Lips, and I'm going to use the Mariah concealer from them. Okay, with this brand, this concealer, a little goes a long way. So I'm going to do just a couple of dots and blend it out because I still want a natural look. To blend it out, I'm using just this brush right here. It's no name on it, no brand. It was cute because I like the marble handle, and I think I ordered it off of Amazon or something. And for this, I am just pushing it into the skin. I am not dragging it or doing anything. I'm doing the same technique. I'm using the same technique that I did with the foundation. You never want to drag or pull. You always want to push in. The more you push in with the product, it blends it out and applies it all at the same time. So this is blending, you know? This is a great product. The thing is, when you're pushing the product in and blending it, it can take a long time because you really want to make sure everything is blended. You want to make sure there's no lines of demarcation, and you really, really want it to look natural. You don't want it to be caked on. I think it looks good. So now what I want to do, you always want to use your cream products and then your powder products. So now I'm going to go over all of the cream products I just applied and use powder. Here's the interesting thing. You can use one product that's intended for one thing and use it for multiple. So I am going to take Sketch Blush from MAC and use it as my contour. Again, using a no-name brush that I got off of Amazon. It might have even been Wish. Matter of fact, I think it was Wish. And it has a little angle to it. And I'm gonna go over the contour. And for me, I always go back and forth using different brushes. So now I'm going to take the foundation brush with nothing on it and go over it again to blend it out. And when I feel that I've gone too low with my contour, I use a little bit of foundation just to fix it. Now we want to set our under eye. For that, I'm using Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder. I have a ton of these little small ones. The great thing about this is it sets really, really good. And it is absolutely translucent. For for the rest of the face, I'm going to use this setting powder from Milk. The packaging is really bad on this product. I don't like it. And the brush I'm using is from Estetica. It's the P12 brush. But the product is great. Now, by applying the setting powder, I have toned down my contour. I know you probably thought a little crazy at first. It did, but everything was a process. Now, to finish off the skin, I'm going to combine two highlighters. I'm going to use from Artist Couture, it's the Jackie Aina collab. I'm going to use LeBron's and La Peach. So I feel like the best way to do this is just use what's in the lid of each one and try not to mix them up. Okay, I'm just going to use this cute little unicorn shaped brush. Remember when all the unicorn brushes came out and everyone was crazy about them? That's me. I'm one of those people. Okay, so I'm going in with the shade that is closest to my skin tone first, and that would be LeBron's. And when highlighting, you just want to hit the high points of your face where the light would naturally hit. Or if you just love highlighter, slather it on wherever you want to. This product is so good, you don't need a whole lot of it. Now I'm going to use La Peach. I really don't need to, I just want to. And now you just want to go in with your brush and blend it all together. And last but not least, you want to use a setting spray to kind of melt all the products together and keep it looking fresh on your skin, and it just makes everything, it just brings the whole look together. And if you feel that you look too powdery, this will help get rid of that powdery look. The setting spray that I'm using is MAC Fix Plus. This one is Cherry Blossom. Here we go. This is usually where I stop. I'm not a big blush person. If you would like to wear blush, I personally like the mineralized blush from MAC. This one is called Love Thing. And it's a really soft blush. You can actually just apply it right between your contour and your highlight. And then a little right there. A lot of people back in the day used to smile and then apply their blush, but I really don't think anyone does that anymore, because I personally rather apply it like this, so that way I know exactly where the product's going to end up. Because if you smile, apply the blush, then stop, your cheeks drop. It's just personal preference though. All right, All right, and that is the finished look. Let me move my hair so you can see it. And that is my foundation routine. Again, video 1 in Makeup Basics was how to do your eyebrows. And this is video 2, foundation application. I do hope that you found this video useful. And if you have any questions, as always, please leave them down in the comments below. All my social media will be linked down below. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, Samantha Jade Minor. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone that you think may find it helpful. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.